Hello, my loves. Welcome or welcome back to Chemistry with Kismet Tarot. I'm Monica, the Kismet Chemist. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Welcome to the family. I'm honored to have you. If you're returning, welcome back. I have missed you. Well, guys, today, this reading, I have the giggles if you couldn't tell. Today's reading is all about a message from the fairies. And the fairies have been calling to me for months. And so I cannot get the smile off of my face getting ready to do this reading. I have my beautiful little fairy garden set up here so that we are creating the ambiance, the energy, welcoming in the she, and really opening this energy up so that any of the Seelie, the she, the Tua de Dana that want to come through, that want to bring forth messages, have a safe place to land, a warm and loving environment, and they know that their messages are ready to be received. This is an energy that is just, it's so playful, it's so joyful, and it's so happy. There is no specific area in which we are asking for messages. We are simply opening ourselves up here today. I am opening myself up, and I ask that you do the same right along with me to receive these messages with an open arm, wide open arms, wide open heart, wide open mind, so that the fairies, the two-a-day, can come forth and give us the messages that they have been waiting to send forth. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. So we have 4 piles. Each of the piles have a different set of colored die. We are going to be working with the astrology die. So this first pile, we have the card of friendship, and we have the clear and white die that we're working with. Pile 2, we have the card protection, and we have the classic, well, my brain just shut off, purple, blue, and teal or turquoise kind of greenish color die. And then we have the amalgam die is what I like to call it, with card temptation. As you guys can see here, we have the amalgam. This is just a blending of different colors and energies. There's some sparkles, some light and dark attributes to them. And then we have the clear glitter die with the magical gateway and pile number 4. I absolutely love these. These have a very spring energy feel to them. It's very fairy, very, very fairy. All right, you guys. So without further ado, we're again going to skip meditation music and get directly into the energy, the messages, and the piles. So I will see you at your piles. Timestamps are in the description box as well as the comment section below. I love you all. Bye. Hello, pile 1. So we are getting messages today for you from the Fae, the Tuatha, the She, the Seelie, the fairy realm, from the mystical and the magical. And you guys chose the first pile with these beautiful clear and white astro dice, as well as the card friendship. So the card friendship says, fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So we're going to roll the dice last. So I'm just going to put them over here for now. And let's see, we have 3 messages for you. This first middle row right here is the messages that the fairy have about friendship. This is a message that they want you to know regarding your past. This is a message that they want you to know regarding your future steps. So let's get into it. So we have the 7 of Cups, and then we have Water Spirit with Manifesting Dreams and the card number 46, which reduces to a 10, which also reduces to a 1. So there is a lot of expansive communication here surrounding how you speak about yourself, about your dreams, about the things, the wishes and the goals that you want for your life in regards to the realm of friendship. Now, it may have seemed as though as of late you've been really challenged to discern whether a friend is a true friend or not. And I myself have been in this position before. I can tell you from personal experience that when you are in this friendship with the Seven of Cups energy, and you're trying to move forward into your future, into the dream future that you want, being in the Seven of Cups energy can be very challenging. And I never want to negate that for anyone, because when we're trying to make friends, we want to interact with the people that mean the most to us. We want those people to see us for our truest selves, not for the self that we are, that they need us to be, but the self that we are, good, bad, ugly, the scars, the wounds, and the parts of us that have healed or are currently healing as they are. We want to be seen for all the choices that we have had to make, the decisions that we have had to, painstakingly endure making in our lives in order to become the person that we are. We want friends who are true and genuinely blessed to be in our lives, and we are blessed to have them in our lives, not friends that we feel like we need to stress over and have anxiety surrounding. So the Fae really want you to know that as you work to manifest your dreams, yes, there have been times in your life where it's been painstaking, where decision making has come down to, is this going to be the right path for me? And you may have had to face the fact that some of your friends may not truly support you. I got caught by this fairy figure not being in the camera, and it's kind of like you. It's like if I stay back, they don't see my face. They won't see the truth. Perhaps they won't see the truth of what you're dreaming of what you're wishing for. Perhaps they won't see the truth of the pain that they've caused you. But what is the truth here? The truth is that you are meant to have the dreams that you wish. Your dreams are meant to manifest. And your dreams of having true loving friends, that's something, it's not just a dream, it's a destined part of your path. And it's hard to see that when you go through really hard time frames, really painful moments. And so the Fae right now are really coming forth to talk to you about the choices that you have made in order to manifest your dreams, and really seeing the level of challenge that you've had in friendships and how it has grown you. It has aided in your discernment, in your empathy, in your awareness. It's helped you maintain a pure heart and a pure focus on what is right for you. That's very admirable, pile one. And the Fae are really acknowledging that. So let's see what the past information has to do with this, as well as what the Fae want you to know about the past surrounding your past with friendships. So we have the Two of Cups. Okay, so in the past, this is about your past relationships with soulmates, and also your past relationship with your higher self. We have Daffodil Fairy, New Beginnings. This is beautiful. And another 10 here. We have Tender Embrace with 22. So we have ones and twos. Magic happens when you most expect it. And then we have 44. This is very powerful energy, you guys. And then we have 47, which reduces to an 11 with Scold and the Future. Okay. This is actually quite beautiful, because you might be in a place right now where your friendships may be kind of dried up. And I don't mean that in like a really negative way, like, oh my God, that person is so dried up. I mean in the sense of you guys may not be communicating as often as you used to. You may not be interacting as much. With the Two of Cups and the New Beginnings, there is this energy here of when you first come into an interaction, into a new friendship, there's a lot of excitement. It's no different than coming into a brand new relationship. All that excitement and that future focus is right there. It's so tangible. And you can feel the magic in everything that you do with this other person. Now, in the past, you really did have this new beginning. And and it was very much romanticized. And that's not a bad thing, because everything that I'm seeing here is the fairies letting you know that that wasn't false. But every friendship goes through cycles. They go through phases. And when you're manifesting your own dreams, sometimes it's important to take that step back from the people that you're connected to the friendships that you have, because a true friend is going to encourage you to take that step back and to focus on what your dreams and your wishes and your goals are, so that you can make those manifest within your life. They're going to love you and support you through that. No matter how much time you have to taking yourself back in order to make the right choices for you, they're going to love you. And in the past, it may have felt like everything had so much promise, but right now you're in this kind of indecision state. And the fairies really want you to know that that new beginning and that forward future focus, it's still there. It is still there. It really was as magical as it felt. And that magic hasn't gone away. It's just that you expected magic to go away, and therefore it went away. Now you're being asked to expect magic to remain. So let's see what the future holds. We have the Empress. I love that. You know, pregnancy has been a really strong theme lately, and I find it so funny because I literally just had my last ovary removed. So I can't get pregnant anymore. I can't reproduce at all. And I mean, I've been done having kids since for the last decade. I had my last child a decade ago. And so I've really been done with having kids, but now that energy is so strong on my channel. Like, there's such a hyper focus on pregnancy and new birth. And I actually really love that, because with this new beginning and the Empress, I'm that kind of correlation coming out with what's going on in my life. There is a lot of that energy that I'm feeling here of, you know, giving birth to something, really nurturing something here. We have Spirit Guardian of Winter with Retreat with card 38, which also reduces to an 11. My gosh, you guys, with the repeating numbers, we have 11, 22, 44. We have a 3 here, multiple 2s, 1s, and 3s, like multiple 1, 2, 3s, and 4. And then we have 21, Hera with Alliance. See, this is what I love. We've got 3 and 3 here too, which is about unification and union and harmony and collaboration and, you know, coming together and working together. We have the card 7, another 7 with the 7 of Cups, which speaks to how you can help yourself in the 7 of Cups energy. We have a deep breath. And finally, we have a 00. Overthinking can spoil the magic. I love this. Okay. So essentially what the fairies want you to know is this beautiful, really like genuinely beautifully uplifting message that in the past, you had this new beginning, this new start, new friendships. Really, truly, like, you guys came together like lightning. I'm getting like lightning and thunder. I'm hearing the song. Oh, I'm hearing the song Thunder. But the mashup or the blend of Thunder and Young, Dumb, and Broke. I want to say I know Thunder is by Imagine Dragons, but Young, Dumb, and Broke, I think, is by DJ Khaled. I could be wrong. I very much could be wrong, because the only time I've ever heard that song is in that mashup. But I love that mashup so much, just the way that it flows together. And it's not about the message of the words, but it's how they are so oppositional songs. Like, one of them is, you know, I'm young, dumb, I'm broke. I'm just like almost like beating up on yourself. But the other one is like thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder. And it really is about power. It's about the power that you have in your life, within yourself. It's that tangible feeling of power. And when lightning and thunder come together, they blend and match together, and they are the same, but they present differently. You know, lightning presents as the flash, and then thunder is what comes after that flash. It's the noise, it's the impact, it's the part that shakes everything all around you. And you have these two things. So this first part, the past, that was your lightning moment. Everything felt so illuminated, so clear. It just struck down. And there is that delay time. You're in that delay time when it comes to your friendships, where it's time for the power of what has happened and the coming together, the power of that to be heard. And in that time frame, you're being asked to see that moving forward into the future, when you feel like, did I make the wrong choice? Did I stay with the wrong friends? Did I make the wrong decision? Or am I manifesting the same patterns? All of these things. Have I repeated this? When you're in that Seven of Cups questioning state, you're asked to remember the purity of your own heart and your soul and the beauty of your gifts, what you have the ability to feel, to think, to perceive within yourself. And then to realize that if you take a deep breath and you get out of your mind and into your heart and you really allow yourself to see that everything needs its own nurturing time. It's just like the cycles of pregnancy. We have multiple trimesters of pregnancy because each one is meant to grow certain things. Now, when conception hits, when conception starts, it's that lightning moment. Boom, a life is brought into this world. But then you have to take the time to nurture it. And that nurturing requires retreat. It requires really giving to it in the way that is right. And you can't constantly be feeding a lightning moment. Sometimes you have to wait for the thunder to rumble through before you are ready to really be like, okay, let's see the impact and let's see how I can take this and move from there. So you're being asked to realize that when you're nurturing something in your life, whether it's a dream, a friendship, an alliance, harmony, when you're nurturing within yourself, even within yourself, this friendship that you have within yourself, when you're nurturing it, your mind can overthink it and it can take that magic away. But when you expect magic, magic happens. And it's important to remember that it's okay to retreat, because alliances that are forged in a place of the heart and the soul, those kind of connections, those Two of Cups connections, those are soulmate connections, and they will wait as long as it takes. So remember, moving forward, to take a deep breath and to remember how magical you are and how magical the connections in your life are. All right, pile one, let's get just one final message from the Fae about your situation right now. So what do they need to know? We have Neptune in Scorpio in the 5th house. I love this. I absolutely love this energy. So Neptune moved through Scorpio. Man, it was quite a while ago, actually. Because Neptune is now in Pisces. In the 80s, excuse me, in the late 80s, Neptune was moving through Capricorn. So I don't know how many people alive would have Neptune in Scorpio. However, you could have Neptune interacting with Scorpio, Neptune in your 8th house. You could have Neptune transiting your 8th house right now, like I do, because Scorpio rules the 8th house. That would make you a Leo rising, which is funny because the 5th house is ruled by Leo. So there is a lot of Leo energy here. But Neptune in Scorpio and the 5th house, this is about really expressing the deep wisdoms and the occult knowledge and the wisdom that you have. This ability, just like Jana's energy, to see the past and see the future and make those abilities inform or allow those abilities to inform your present decisions. This is a huge, like really important energy here of allowing yourself to flow smoothly. With Scorpio in the 5th house, if you have Scorpio in the 5th house, that would make you a Cancer rising as well. So this is about how you nurture your own inner child and your own ability to see into the deep depths and darknesses within the world, and allowing that to to help you elevate, to transform, to transition into a new state of being. And again, I want to say you don't have to have any of these energies or placements for this to be your message. If it resonated, please take the message. So this is all I have for you guys as far as a message from the fairies. I want to take this time to say thank you so much for being here, Pile 1. I want to say thank you to the realm of the Fae in all its many facets and histories and mythologies, for the energy, the upliftment, the love, the playfulness, and the encouragement that are found within these messages. I am so deeply grateful. So thank you so much. Thank you. I want to say thank you to Spirit and Spirit guides, mine and yours, for facilitating the connection between our energies and for helping these messages to flow through so that we can live closer to our highest guided lifestyle and highest destined path in this lifetime. Thank you so much. My words are just catching me. All right, Pile 1. So again, I want to say thank you so much for being here. If this resonated, a great equal energy exchange is to interact with this video. Like it, subscribe to my channel, comment in the comment section below. You guys really do the most legwork. In my opinion, you do the most legwork with making sure that my channel continues. Because without your interaction, this channel would not go anywhere. So you guys are really the rock stars of this channel. So I want to say thank you so much. All that being said, you guys can check in the description box as well as in the comment section below for some of my extra links for my books on Amazon, to donate to my channel, to my other channel, what have you. So without further ado, I'm going to let you guys go. I love you all, Pile 1. Thank you again. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. So we have the dice over here. We're going to move the dice off to the side. Those will come in last. This is your message. If you chose Pile 2 with the green and purple and blue die, as well as the card protection, this is your message from the Fae realm. Now for you, I really feel strongly as though this is the Seelie realm, and that is Scottish Fae. They have Seelie and Unseelie, and they are courts. So there are princesses and princesses and kings and queens of the Seelie and the Unseelie court. And the Seelie court is seen as the court of light. And the Unseelie court is the court of darkness, or the court of shadows. And in a big way, this is about the light attribute of yourself and your wonder and magic and mystery within that is ready to come alive and come to the forefront. You may be somebody who has been very firm and deeply ingrained in the shadow realm. And as of late, you've been called more and more to the light. And that can feel kind of disorienting, especially when you're accustomed to the underworld, when you're accustomed to the shadows. Being called to the light it can feel unsafe. And the Fae and the Seelie really want to come forth and say, no, this is the other half of who you are. It's time for you to walk through the gateway into the other half of yourself and get to know this other part of who you are. So we have the card protection, and it says, the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magic fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking on any spiritual work. So how this reading works is, this center row is the message about protection that the fairies want you to know right now. This is how the past has influenced your current situation within the realm of protection. And this right here is all about moving forward into the future, advice and what they want you to hold on to. So let's take a look at the protection. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a lot of protection surrounding your physicality. This could be your physical body, your physical health versus your spiritual health, and how to balance those out, especially with there being nuts and fruit here in this basket and in her arms, and she's really trying to carry that entire load. It's understanding the delicate balance that is maintaining the physical and the spiritual. Excuse me, guys. And then we have Beast, Spirit with Prosperity, and the number 5. So in a big way, this has to do with how your physicality reflects the healing and wholeness of your prosperity and your working life. So when it comes, you may be spiritual workers in the sense of like, you could be Reiki healers, you could be tarot readers, anything of this sort. Now, when you're going through a phase of managing protection and learning balance and harmony between the physical world and the spiritual world as a spiritual warrior and a spiritual worker, such as a light worker or shadow worker, depending on which aspect you look at yourself. For you guys, I feel like you guys have been very firmly in that shadow worker aspect, and now you're being called into light working. And so the protection that you do for light working actually it tends to be a lot more narrowed versus shadow working. When you're working with the shadow, you want to make sure that you are protected from the projection and deflection of others surrounding your own personal shadows. You have to do a lot of protection work surrounding making sure there is a separation. It's like a separation between church and state, but it's a separation between the self and others. When you're doing light working, the protection has to be a lot more stringent and specific and focused because you are working with the light. And so many shadows are drawn to the light that you have to understand that you're protecting both your light and the overall light of all things. And in order to do that, you have to be prepared for any kind of shadow. Now, shadows love to sneak in the cracks, in the crevices, into the shaky of the foundation. So when you're in this Two of Pentacles and you're juggling everything and trying to maintain everything and you're looking at these things, you're being asked to realize that when you are focusing too much on one thing versus the other, it does actually negatively impact every aspect of your life. And so the fairies want you to know that in this state that you're in right now, you're starting to learn balance and prosperity is coming into you. Bee spirits may be they may be your totem animal. They may be a spirit animal for you to work with. They are such beautiful creatures. I always associate bees with Mama Oshun. And that could just be me. I can't tell you if she is directly related to them off the top of my head. I can't remember definitively. I think she is. But I think of honey and nectar and sweetness and the joy and sweetness of life. And I think of Mama Oshun every time. And that's because she is so loving and giving and kind and generous and prosperous. And she wants us to live in that lap of luxury. But she wants us to understand there is a balance that needs to happen. And she is someone that you can call on for protection. This is very unusual. I did not expect to have a deity, a goddess so strongly. It makes me very curious to see your goddess cards. It truly does. I haven't seen any of your cards yet, but with the bee spirit, Oshun's energy is very strong here. I also always associate her with the color orange and with harvest. And because of that, I think I always associate bees with harvest because of honey, and that's what you harvest from bees. So this is about learning how to enjoy the sweetness of everything in life while understanding that, yes, you may be called into an area that you feel unsafe right now and called to do more protection work than you normally would, but you actually have more help around you than you realize, even down to the things that are within your grasp. So for instance, right now within my grasp, there are these selenite sticks, and selenite is really great for protection. In fact, I use selenite to create protective bubbles. When I'm channeling, when I'm working, I use selenite as a creative protection. This is something that you guys can do. But this is helping you learn that when you bring things into balance in your life, that the work that you do, even if you think that your work is suddenly changing, or not even just think it, but you know your work is suddenly changing, your prosperity is protected. Your love and your nurturing is protected. You are protected. So let's see the past situation that led you into this kind of balanced phase. So we have the Knight of Swords, the Phoenix with transmutation, card 29, which reduces to an 11. I see. 7 with a deep breath. creator alchemy with card 60. See, again, this creator alchemy, transmutation, phoenix energy, and we have Nyx with secrets in the card 40. You guys don't have any like real strong repeating numbers, which tells me that you guys, it's kind of, I'm hearing by the book, and seeing the card by the book from the wisdom of the oracle, ironically, because I'm not working with it, but it's you're following certain steps and procedures that are deep secrets. They're wisdoms. They're wisdoms of the night. It's you've learned some sort of internal secret. What you've done, I don't know what it is, but it's kind of what I'm getting is it's tied to some sort of breath work. I feel like with the Wim Hof method, that to me always feels like a massive secret, like this hidden wisdom, this hidden jewel within the world. So in the past, it's been about downloads, awarenesses, secrets, things that have come in, just kind of mysteries that have come in, unfolded, and helped you to transmute a lot within yourself in order for you to learn how to become the alchemist. It's like, and when I say become the alchemist, I mean, you have learned how to take illness and turn it into health. You have learned how to take from one thing that was taken from you, and you have taken from it in order to give back to yourself. And that kind of balance, that requires going through the fires. It's like out of the fires and into the frying pan, right? Or out of the frying pan and into the fire, or whatever the saying is. That's kind of the energy that I get here with you guys. So in the past, you guys have discovered something that came from a place and a source that was shrouded in mystery, likely a revelation that came at night. I'm getting a lot of dream revelation vibes from it. What that has done has helped you set yourself on a new path, a new course. It's very prosperous. It's very beautiful. The Fae, the Celia, are being a little bit, they're being a little mischievous, a little mysterious with your message. I'm not able to see exactly what it is. As soon as the secrets card came out, I couldn't see exactly what it is because it's something that's meant just for you. And that's something that's really cool to me because I love those messages that are like, yeah, I can see this, but I know this is not the totality of it because I know that you know what the totality of it is. And that to me is more than enough. So let's take a look what they're talking about for your future. We have the 3 of Cups. Oh, this makes me so happy for you guys. Ancient Oak Spirit with Strength. And number 2. What's your honest truth with the number 20? See, now we have repeating numbers happening. Card 11, again, repeating numbers, Imperfect Harmony. Oh, this is amazing, you guys. And finally, we have Lizzie with Revelations in the card 29. So we have 2 29s, one on each side. See, this transmutation led to revelations. And again, there's that dream revelations that I was picking up. But we have repeating 11s. We've got 11, 11, 11. And I did start this video at 11, 11. That's funny. I was going to mention it and then I didn't. And 11 reduces down to a 2, which you normally wouldn't do. But I felt so called to. Why? Because we've got the 2 of Pentacles. We've got What's Your Honest Truth, which is a 2 here. And we've got the Ancient Oak Spirit with Strength and another 2. What do we get when we mix all of these 2s together? We get community. We get collaboration. We get unity of self and unity with others. But this is about letting yourself feel the protection surrounding you. I don't even get that you guys need to necessarily do any protection work anymore. I feel like you know what this is. You guys have really moved forward in a state of understanding how to move through the shadow realm and then come out the other side. And now that you're being called into the light aspect, you're being called to remember your own strength, remember your own resilience, your own revelations, your own prowess and power, your own truth. Because in moving forward in that state, when you celebrate your wins, when you celebrate your achievements, when you celebrate these wisdoms and know-hows and awarenesses that have come out of the dark and that are now being brought to the light, when you celebrate each and every one of those moments, you really do flow in perfect harmony with every change and transmutation, every revelation that you have had. And the Fae and the Celia especially are letting you know that you are being ushered into the court of light right now. You are being welcomed in, initiated into a whole new you. And it is a very beautiful thing to witness. And pile 2, this is the message that I have for you. Before we close up, let's get a message from the die. What is the last message we have? So we have the North Node, the 4th house, and Leo. This is about allowing yourself to take pride in your own destined path in this life. Outside of the roots and the foundations in which you grew up, it's about letting yourself shine out as the chosen one, the destined one in your family's patterning and past. Your ancestors are saying you are the chosen one. You are the one that we chose to shine forth brightly into the world. So take a hold of your destiny. Take a hold of that true fated life that you're meant to live and really shine that forth, because you're meant to. You are meant to. You are the one that your ancestors have chosen. We have chosen you for this, and we are ready for you to shine forth. Blaze brightly into the sky, into the day, into the night. Show the world the light that you carry within. This is beautiful. Thank you so much to the Sealy, to the ancestors, to the Fae, to the Two-A-Day Dana. Thank you to your guides, my guides in spirit, for facilitating the connections between our energies and allowing these messages to flow forth so smoothly so we can all live our highest destined life in this journey. Our highest destined path in this lifetime. That's what I tried to say. All right, pile 2. Thank you again so much for being here. I love you guys all, and I am so deeply appreciative of every time that you guys come here and bring forth this energy into my channel. You guys, you just melt my heart. If this resonated, please do an equal energy exchange. The best energy exchange is for you to interact with this video. With me coming back from a long hiatus, it really does help my channel to recover and to continue to grow. So like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. That way you know whenever I upload, and comment in the comment section below. Let me know how this resonated. If you want to share your secret, we are all ears. If not, I know that it is something that you are meant to keep for yourself until you're ready. So thank you again, pile 2. You guys are rock stars. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose these, I think I called them iridescent in the intro, but that's definitely what I'm calling them now, iridescent dice. They're multicolored. As well as this card, Temptation. This is your message from the Fairies, that magical, mystical realm. You guys can't tell, this reading has been so fun to do for me. It's been calling to me for such a long time. For you in particular, you may resonate with messages from the Green Man or Cernunnos, the Horned God. Any of those variations of the same deity. When I looked at the back of these cards, suddenly I saw the Green Man in like bushes. And this is a vision that I've had before. And I just kind of got a glimpse of it again. So if you have felt called to studying the Green Man or anything of that sort, take this as your confirmation that this is definitely a message for you, but that those are also messages for you. All right, we have Temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. All right, so you guys, here's the thing about temptation. This is a lot of devil energy. Devil is the 15th card in Major Arcana. And when we deal with that, it's about the mentality of certain things. Now, I'm never going to be one that's like, oh, you know, your addictions are not your addictions or anything like that. I am a recovering alcoholic. I quit smoking after like 8 straight years of smoking. and then multiple years on and off throughout my life. So I consider myself a smoker since the age of like 14. And I vaped for 3 straight years. And so because of those things, I 100% acknowledge that there is addiction. I also have an issue when it comes to processed food and sugars. And I know that these are concerns because they impact my body in a negative way. This temptation card talks about the things that our mind tells us in order to hold us back. So for instance, what's coming through even stronger is your mind telling you to eat that last cookie rather than go for a run. Or telling you that in order to justify eating the cookie, you have to do X, Y, and Z. Or in order to this, you have to that. In order to be loved, you have to look perfect, act perfect, talk perfect, speak perfect. All of these things. In order to be successful, you have to have 2.5 children, live in a house in the suburbs with a white picket fence. None of that is true. All of those are mental temptations in order to keep you in a stuck state of mind. Now, one of the biggest things for me is my mind will go to, I can't work out because my pain level is too high. I can't do this because of this reason. You know, I deal with chronic pain, and because I deal with chronic pain, I'm always going to be overweight on medication and this and that. And my mentality gets stuck in that unhealthy habit. I consider anxiety an unhealthy habit. I consider anxiety a lot like an addiction. So our mind gets really, really overloaded with the toxicity of anxiety. It's no different than an alcoholic who goes out and drinks excessively. They want that next drink. When you have anxiety, you want that next fix of something that will keep fueling the anxiety. Why? Because that has become the safe place. What aids that is taking care of yourself, eating clean, exercising, getting out into nature, meditating, finding things that you are passionate about that make you feel alive. Even if that's, you know what, you guys, like I'm literally like binge watching The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, and Bachelor in Paradise right now. Is that real good quality TV? Not really. Is it impacting my life in a negative way? No. What it does is it gives me a brief ability to be human, to watch other people's dramas, to not have to get involved in my own life, but to just enjoy a moment in time and watch something that, frankly, I mean, everybody has to have, like, in my opinion, everybody has to have like one trash TV show they love. I know Jessica Alexandria from Bahati Life talked once about how she loves the Real Housewives TV shows and she's watched them all and this and that. And it's stuff like that. Like, we are spiritual beings, but we're still human and having a human experience. And sometimes we just need a break from the spiritual. Sometimes you need a break from the healing, a break from the mentality, a break from this and a break from that, because the temptation to continue on that anxiety spiral is too great. So if you feed the anxiety is going to tell you, well, you can't watch this TV show because it means that you're not this, or it means that you're going to absorb that, or whatever. And as a highly sensitive being, yeah, it's possible. But we choose when we get emotionally invested in certain things. And that's when we absorb things that aren't ours to absorb. And we make that choice ourselves. Wow, that was like one of the most powerful opening channel messages. So this central row is the message about what this temptation is currently in your life. These cards over here are a message from the Fae about what past situation has precipitated you getting into this tempted mindset, this mindset of it. To me, it just feels a lot like anxiety, like the anxiety addiction mentality. That's just the feel that I have to it. If that doesn't resonate, please apply it as it feels in your life or in whatever area, or feel free to choose another pile if you feel as though this doesn't resonate. I usually don't say that because I trust your guys' discernment, but for someone here, this may not necessarily be your pile. And then this is the future placement. Now, for the person here who this may not be their pile because they can still feel the energy, there is a message coming through that this may be because you have another person on your mind, in your energy field, in your heart. And because of that, their energy can kind of interact. And so if you're finding yourself going to readings where it kind of resonates, but it resonates for someone else in your life more than you, it's because that person and your energy are intertwined and you may need to extract your own energy from them. It doesn't feel like it's toxic. It kind of reminds me of me and my best friend, Alex, where our situations in life are so intertwined that sometimes it's hard to tell her energy from my energy, and we can get balled up together. And so there are times where we have to separate in order to be able to discern which of the energies are each other. So for instance, her and I are literally both going through very, very, very similar situations. Granted, my surgery was prior to hers. She sees her surgeon today in order to determine whether they believe she has ovarian cancer or not. And so it's crazy how similar the situation is. But sometimes that energy can impact. So if that resonates with you, I just wanted to let you guys know there may be another pile here for you. So, all right, let's get a look at the situation. We have the Three of Wands. I love that it has two friends here, and that's literally what I was just picking up, and they're both reading a book. Like, one of them is looking at one portion of the book. This is quite literally exactly what I was talking about, because I am further along in this journey, this Cancer journey, than my friend is. So she's in that beginning stage, but I'm towards the end of it, where now I'm going to be going through menopause and the hormone replacement therapy and all of that journey. That's where I'm at. And she is at the point where I was about 2 weeks ago. And so we're both at that, on a very similar path, parallel journey. We're both looking forward to the future, but we're on different placements of the similar path. And this is what it's talking about here. And it's knowing that your path is your own, but there are other people who help reflect pieces of your path to you. So, and then we have Wise Woman of the Grove with Grace. And the card 49, which reduces to a 4. So we've got 3, then 4. So progress. It's about making progress. And with this Wise Woman of the Grove and Grace, grace is a blessing. It is a blessing from Spirit that we receive. A blessing of grace means that we are able to witness love in all its many, many faces, its many facets. We are able to witness romantic love and friendship love and sibling love and, child and parent love. We're able to experience all of those things, but we're also able to experience compassion and forgiveness and understanding and empathy. All of these things are proponents that all fall under the guise of grace. And what is grace? Grace is love in action. That is what grace is to me. Love in action. It is when we put love to the test, when we put it into action. So the temptation here, especially with it being in the mentality and the anxiety mentality that I'm seeing here, that the Fae really want you to be aware of, is it's safe for you to look forward to the future. It's safe for you to focus on the action of grace moving forward into your future, because that's what your life is meant to be. If you guys give me just one moment, I need to step away. All right, I apologize for the pause. Let's look at the past situation that has brought you into this state of, kind of fighting through the anxiety mental space that is holding you back from living graciously. So we have moved beyond intention to belief with card number 5. The Ace of Swords. Okay. Bear Spirit with Healing. Again, another number 4. So we have 3, 4, 5, and 1. 32, another 5. Quieting the mind. And then we have Spider Woman with Co-Creation. Another 49, 2 49s. Which also reduces to a 4. So 4s and 5s are very, very prominent for you. That is your core foundation And a lot of this, there's a lot of red here. There has been a lot of clarity and healing surrounding your root chakra, your sense of safety and security. How that healing has come in has been the clarity of being able to quiet your mind. And when you can quiet your mind and you quiet it enough to not hear the anxiety brain, that's when grace comes in, and you see that everything that you have been on this journey is part of the experience that you're meant to have. It's part of growing into the wisdom of being a co-creator of your existence. It's moving beyond the basic of intention, moving into a state of believing in yourself, in your truth, in your clarity, in your healing, in your prosperity, and in your journey. So this is telling me that in the past, you had to go through a moment of utter clarity. And when we go through a moment of utter clarity, especially one that revolves around quieting the mind, it means that we have to go through a really hard situation. So again, I'm being brought back to my own experience recently where I was incredibly fearful of having cancer, and that's understandable. It is 100% understandable. I am BRCA positive, high risk for cancer, and this is something that I have lived with in my adulthood, and I understand there are steps and energies and things that we need to do, but I also understand that I have a slew of spiritual warriors on my side helping me, and all they are waiting for is for me to say, please help me on this journey, and they are right there. Now, this clarity moment that you had in the past has moved you into a state where you just know that you are capable of healing whatever you need to heal. This temptation card, with it being the anxiety mind, they say that you can't heal anxiety, PTSD, CPTSD, these things. They say you can't heal them, but I am living, breathing proof that you can. Yes, I still deal with some of these things on an on-again, off-again basis, but psychologically speaking and testing wise, I don't test positive for anything other than ADD, ADHD combined type. And that is a huge success in my life because PTSD and CPTSD are things that we seek to rid ourselves of. But when we understand the lessons of it, then we don't need to rid ourselves of it. It becomes something that aids us in a growth pattern where we become the co-creators of our lives. We start weaving the web of truth and beauty and belief and faith, like blind faith in our life. And having that blind faith, it requires an inner sense of clarity. It requires your mind to be quiet. So right now, you are at a phase where a transition is occurring. And they want you to understand during a transition phase, your mind is going to continue to challenge you with that temptation. Can you keep going? Can you keep making this change? Is this change going to last? Blah, blah, blah. It's going to go. Why? Because you're overcoming it. It doesn't have as much of a hold. Give yourself the grace here to realize that the anxiety mind happens when we are about to transition into a much brighter future. You have done a lot of work on your sense of safety and security within yourself. Now it's safe for you to be yourself in the outside world. So let's see what the future message is. We have, what's your honest truth? The Tower. Oh, buddy, this is amazing. Be Spirit Prosperity, another number 5. 42, Smoke and Mirrors. I love this. Mama Kocha and Water with the number 33. And that here we have the Masters coming in. The 33 is the Ascended Masters number, 44 being the Archangels. So, excuse me, please. We have massive changes coming in your life. Changes surrounding where you're going to be moving from. You're able to see the illusions woven in the world. You're able to embrace the truth and embrace change, embrace the utter clarity that you're now on this big turn of the wheel. The prosperity that you were seeking before was nothing more or less than an illusion. What was the illusion? The illusion was the unworthiness. What is the truth? The truth is that you are fluid like water. You change, you flow, you flux, you meld. You are the truth. So what is the honest truth? It's you. Nothing more, nothing less. And that can create a huge surprise, a tower moment. You've done everything that you need to do to work on your foundation. But when you build from that foundation up now, when you get struck with the tower moment, nothing shakes your sense of safety and security. Why? Because you're already co-creating your life and you know it. I'm yawning with you guys, and I haven't done that for forever. So this is telling me you guys are transmuting a vast amount of energy right now. Emotional energy that has been creating illusions within your mind that you're not worthy of. And what is it that you aren't worthy of? Worthy of prosperity, love, grace, healing, peace, prosperity. It came in twice. That you're not grace and gracious and graceful. All of this is healing out of you so you understand the truth of who you are. Moving forward, your fairy ancestors and guides, they want you to know that you have what it takes. You have blind faith. Follow your truth, your heart, your passion, your purpose, and that's where your prosperity lies. All right, pile 3, this is what I have for you. Oh, before we go, let's roll the dice and see what further message do you have for pile 3. Wow, that wanted to come out. Aries in the 10th house with the sun. All right, so you could be an Aries rising. You could have Aries in your 10th house, which Aries in the 10th house makes you a Cancer rising. That's a strong energy that's been here. Alternately, you could have Leo in your 10th house, which would make you a Scorpio rising. You could have your sun in your 1st or your 10th house, your sun in Aries, your sun in Capricorn. Any of these placements. But what this is talking about in a big way is about how you're meant to be a self-starter in career, in the world. And everything that is you is meant to shine forth. It's important for you to understand that ego comes from a place of an imbalanced sense of self. But when you have a balanced, firm, strong sense of self, that is not egotistical. That is the truth of who you are. So the honest truth that you're being asked to show here is who you are, so that you can shine forth beyond smoke and mirrors, beyond the illusions, into the truth and the prosperous future you're meant for. All right, pile 3, this is what I have for you. I love you guys so much. I want to say thank you so very much for being here. Thank you to your guides, my guide Spirit, and the wonderful, amazing Faye and She for being here, for flowing these messages forth so smoothly, easily, and lovingly, so that we can all live our highest destined path in this lifetime. Thank you. Oh goodness, big yawn. Pile 3. Sorry. It's like stuff that I used to say to my kids when they were toddlers. Pile 3, I love you guys so much. Thank you again for being here. If this resonated, a really great equal energy exchange would be for you to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. And down in the comment section below, comment how this resonated with you. Every interaction that I receive really does help this channel grow, thrive, and continue moving forward. And I truly appreciate it, and each and every one of you. All right, you guys, I love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 4. So if you chose the sparkly, like spring die and the message of the magical gateway, this is your message from the fairies. And I have to say, the excitement and the energy that I am feeling right now with your pile is so off the charts and so exciting. I am so Like, I'm 100% here for it. So the Magical Gateway card says, it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Pile 4, you are ready. You're ready. You're ready for that next stage. You're ready for that next journey. You're ready for that next great adventure. You're ready to start really stepping into the prime of your life and into shining forth into the world. You have really, you've played the game of life so beautifully. And a lot of the times I don't think that you realize that it's been nothing more or less than just like moving. It's like moving different chess pieces on the board and realizing that you're learning the whole time. Every day is a new lesson. Every day is a new adventure. Every day is a new journey. When you realize this, and it's like this epiphany moment the second you wake up in the morning and you go, oh my God, today is brand new. Yesterday is over. Whatever happened yesterday, it's over. Today is a brand new day. With your energy, I resonate so much with the energy right now because it's like I have a whole new lease on life. I can do so much more. This shadow of fear of Cancer has been over my head for much longer than what I have allowed myself to even acknowledge. And I feel like I got a brand new opportunity at life because I don't have to fear this constant, I'm going to be in the doctor's office, I'm going to be in the cancer care center again, I'm going to be getting infusions again. Like, I don't have to fear that. I don't have to worry about that. That is out of my energy field. It's like stepping through a gateway. I don't know how to do this thing in life as a healthy individual, but I sure as hell am going to. It's a great adventure. For you, whatever it is, you're ready for the next great adventure. And that's what the Fae are really coming forward to tell you. That now is the time for you to really just experience what has been behind that door you've been knocking at, that door you've been seeking, that door that you know has been there, that you have been working at getting towards. So let's get a little bit more information. These center cards here are going to tell me a little bit about the magical gateway and the point that you're at right now, because I feel like you're crossing the threshold. I don't even feel like you're in the liminal space, like hovering in the outside of the liminal space, about to go through it. I feel like you are stepping out of the liminal finally. And that just feels amazing. In this energy, this just feels incredible, Pile 4. Like, good job. Way to go. Seriously. So we have that center. And then on this side, we are going to be looking at what past situation brought you here. And this is going to be just some guidance from the fairies for the future. So we're going to look at right now first. So we have the 10 of Cups. And you have yellow tulips. And yellow tulips are literally the flower of happiness. They're like some of my absolute favorite flowers. I love it. And we have Reflecting Pool with Stillness in the card 33. Oh my gosh, this is powerful, powerful stuff. You guys are mastering your destiny, mastering your future, mastering the way the world reflects back to you. You have mastered the persona of you so beautifully that you know that right now the world is reflecting back to you your own beauty. Look, she's actually reflecting this beautiful swan. You have transformed. You may have felt as though you have been in an ugly duckling phase, but you're out of that phase. And that phase is important. It's important to realize that you have had that beauty within you the whole time. You're on the precipice right now, stepping forward into your happily ever after, into a life where you don't have to strive, but you thrive, into a life in which you breathe freely. And this is so beautiful. So let's take a look at the past. All right. We have the sun. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look, you are magic. And the sun is card number 19, which reduces to a 10 and then to a 1. And then we have the card number 1, The 10, which reduces to a 1. Oh my gosh. And another 1. Oh my gosh. Earth magic. This is amazing. The card 15 with elves and playfulness. 15 reduces to a 6. And then 21, another 3 and another 3 here. Hera with alliance. I love this. I love this because what this shows me is that you've blended together fire and earth, and you've learned how to play with yourself, play with this world, play with your perception. It's learning how to be joyful, to laugh, to have fun, to shine, to embrace your inner child, to be all of what you're meant to be, and to form an alliance with every aspect of who you are. The hard part of you, the firm part of you, your divine masculine, your divine feminine, your inner child, to really blend them all together so that you are firmly rooted in the truth of who you are, which is your magic. There is something within you that has awoken in the past, and it has come to roost in your life in the most beautiful way, in a way where you don't feel like you have to keep fighting and fighting and fighting to find your happiness, because your happiness exists within you at all times. Wow. This is a super powerful message, and it's like super quick, and I love that. I love this for you guys. Pile 4, I feel like you guys have really, really gone through it in the past, but it's showing me that in the past you've learned the beauty of shining forth, the beauty of finding happiness in every single moment, of playing with life and seeing life as a game, and understanding that you can skip even when things feel incredibly heavy, and when you can do that, when you can giggle at the small things, you lighten the load on your heart, on your mind, on your soul, and you really do take flight in a whole new way. This is absolutely magical. You guys have magic twice. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 1s, 3 3s, and a 6. This is insane. In a good way, in like the best way. We have the Emperor, number 4. Oh my gosh, I seriously got an Empress vibe from the Sun too. Light in the unexpected, card number 16, which reduces to a 7. We have 1 and then 2, the roots of abundance. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. 51, another 6. Wolf spirit and family. Oh my gosh. Look, the mother and child, the father, the family. 17, great goddess with sacred unity. We have 15, 16, and 17. You guys are really if you're progressing through spiritual lessons at such a rapid pace, and as you progress through these, you're really finding all the joy. So in the future, what the fairies want you to know is that you are the light in the unexpected. You are the strength, the prowess, the person who holds the truth of the roots of everything. You have unified so much. You are the leader of the pack, and that is a great thing. Whatever you define that pack as is up to you. This gateway, this moment in time, this is your time to shine, because you've discovered the joy and the light that you have within you, and now you're showing the rest of the world. This is all about what you're meant to teach people. You're meant to teach people about the unity of the masculine and the feminine, the unity within the self, the unity that we all hold within ourselves with spirit contained within a person, within each one of us, is the light in the darkness, the light in the unexpected. It is the spark of life that gives us breath in our lungs, and it makes our blood flow through our veins, and it makes us alive and vibrant with truth and beauty and just amazing magic. You are magic, and you're stepping through to understand, to show the world what it's like to stand firmly in your divine masculine energy. Why? Because your divine feminine has shown you the way. You see the truth for what it is, and that is so admirable and beautiful. So let's get some final messages for pile 4. All right. We have Gemini, Mars, and the 12th house. Okay, so Mars is still moving through the sign of Gemini, will be until March, April area, I want to say. I'm fairly certain he doesn't move into Cancer until at least April. Possibly even into May, actually. May or June. Huh, interesting. Anyway, sorry guys. With Mars in the 12th house in Gemini, this is giving you the ambition, the drive, the willpower, the determination to be all things. To be all things. With Gemini in the 12th house, this is about the unity, the sacred unity of self. And it's 11:11 on my clock, and I'm looking at the Gemini, and I just kept thinking about the 2 towers, the 11:11 towers on the moon card and on the 4 of Wands, and the ways that 11:11 plays in our lives, the ways that these new beginnings play out in our lives. And sometimes they play out in ways that we don't ever expect them to. Some of you may be from New York. You may have a September birthday. You may be born in 2001. Just because the Twin Towers came through really strongly, 9/11 might be significant for someone. Alternately, you could be seeing 911 a lot lately. And it's not a message of alarm. It's a message of safety. It's a message letting you know that you're safe, you're protected, that you are that Spirit has your 6. They have your back. You're safe and loved. You're good. You're moving forward with this ambition, this divine masculine straight from the depths of the collective and the collective unconscious. And you're moving forward in that way, in such a unified way. It's amazing to me. It is absolutely incredible and astounding. And you did this. You did. Nobody else. So pile 4, this has been amazing. This has been a very quick message from the Fae realm, but they just want you to know that moving forward, you're going to be the teacher, the leader, the guide, the example. You are the light, the lighthouse. You're the bastion. You are the one, the beacon that stands bastion at the edge of the darkness. You shine forth. You are the leader, and you have earned that role, that title, and that respect. You've done it the hard way. But you are in this happy place, and you're meant to be in this happy place because you've planted within this world the seeds of magic and abundance and prosperity and family. And that is what you deserve. So open your arms to receive, because now is your time. All right, pile 4, I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you to your guides, my guides, and Spirit for facilitating the connection between our energies, so that these messages could flow through so smoothly, so beautifully, so that we can all live our highest destined path in this lifetime. I also want to say thank you so much to the fairies, the fae, the she, the Tuatha Dana, for being here with us all today. It is a true honor and a true blessing to work with them here today and every day. So thank you so much. Pile 4, if this resonated, a really great equal energy exchange would be for you to interact with this video. If you like it, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and comment in the comment section below. Let me know how it resonated. Let other pile 4s know that you guys are the lighthouse. Put in a light or a lighthouse emoji or anything like that. That would be amazing. And every interaction that I get tells the algorithm that you guys like my channel and really do love and support me. And it helps me to continue to move forward with this channel. And I truly appreciate it. All right, pile 4. I love you guys all. I want to say thank you again so much for being here. And I will see you at my next reading. Bye.